Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and welcome back to the Faithful Path, where every Saturday I break down the connection between our daily lives and the beautiful religion of Islam, how they both have an impact on each other, and discuss the issues we all have practicing our religion nowadays. So, without further ado, the podcast starts now.
سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillah. Today, I want to talk about 5 hobbies that you can either create or develop in your life. Because we sometimes say that there's something wrong with ourselves. But the truth is the only thing that's wrong is that we think there's something wrong. Because if we either have a good or a bad day, at the end of the day, they both teach us something. Every day we learn that a problem is actually an opportunity. Everyone has their own on and offs, but the only way we can actually change our lives is by changing our actions, our routines, the way we think, the way we behave. That's why today I want to give you 5 hobbies to actually work on them, to actually create or develop them. And I'm not saying that if you don't have these hobbies right now, you're a bad person or you're doing nothing in your life. I'm saying that if you create these 5 hobbies, you'll actually improve as a person. And if you already have these hobbies, well, you can develop them even more. So after each hobby, I want you to pause this video and think to yourself, which hobby can I implement in my life? What's something I can do to make these hobbies a daily routine of my life? A daily, weekly, monthly, anything. So let's start off with hobby number 1. Hobby number 1 is being close to God, having a connection with Him. Being close to God means fostering a sense of purpose in your life, finding inner peace, nurturing your spiritual health, and finding out your values and your identity. This hobby can be any act of worship, like praying, meditate, study your religion, volunteering at the mosque, the church, anywhere. And for us Muslims, we need to pray more at the mosque to feel this sense of serenity, of peace. And I put this hobby number 1 because if you have a good connection with God, you'll have a good connection with yourself and with the people around you. And remember the 4 qualities I gave you at the beginning of the podcast: faith, reliance, gratitude, and patience. We always need to have faith in God. We always need to believe that God exists for a reason, to give us a sense of purpose. The more we worship God, the more we're going to convince ourselves that we were put in this world to actually do something good. Reliance, you need to rely on God. You need to do as much as you can in life, whether it's school, work, anything, but the rest, you leave it to God because He's the best of planners. Don't try to force anything by doing the most you can, doing extra. Just do as much as you can and just rely on God. Third one is gratitude. The reason you have all these blessings, all this wealth, family, friends, house, food, is because of God. So be grateful to God because He's your provider, your creator. He's the one who gives you everything you want. The reason why we wake up in the morning, the reason why we sleep at night is because of God. God gives us a new opportunity every single day to improve on ourselves. So we need to be more grateful to Him. And finally, patience. You always need to be patient with God. Because the more you're patient with your Creator, the more He's going to give you what you wish for. In the Quran, there's an ayah that says, God is with the patient. So hobby number 1, the one you need to create or develop more, is your connection with your Creator, with God. Because the benefits that it gives you is inner peace, a sense of community. When you help people, when you volunteer, when you go to the mosque, when you go to the church, you feel this community. You even meet new people, you build a community actually. And finally, purpose. This connection with God is actually going to give you a purpose in life. So that's number 1. Hobby number 2 is staying in shape. That means maintaining your health, improving your physical fitness, and enhancing your overall well being. Because sometimes we're so ignorant towards our health, our well being. The number 1 person you should be worried and you should care about is yourself. Your health and your well-being is more important than anyone else's. And when I say physical fitness and health and well-being, I'm talking about the mind, the body, and the soul. For the body, it's exercise. You can either run, jog, walk, do some yoga, Pilates, swimming, go to the gym, do some sports, soccer, football, basketball, anything. I don't care. As long as you regularly do some exercise, you're gonna stay fit. You need to stay in shape because you're gonna regret in the future that you didn't do that right now. It can be any kind of physical activity. Because when I say physical fitness, it's not necessarily going to the gym, lifting heavy weights. You can run, you can walk, you can jog, you can do some sports, but it has to be like on a weekly basis. It has to be 3 to 4 times a week. And also for your body, you need to watch out how you eat. Your nutrition is actually really important. How much sugar you eat, how much fat, how much junk food you eat. I'm not saying you should stop that for the rest of your life, but just watch out. You can have 1, 2 cheat days a week max. This is for your body. For the mind, who do you hang out with? What do you listen to? What do you watch? Because this is also health. Your mind needs to be healthy. If you hang out with bad people that influences you into doing bad things, you need to find new friends. If you watch Netflix all day, or if you watch the news all day and all you see is negative stuff, you need to start watching some positive things. And what you listen. Do you listen to music all day? And who do you listen to? Because you can't believe everything that anyone tells you. You need to keep your mind healthy. And finally, your soul, your heart. You need to keep it healthy as well. How? By hobby number one, having a good connection with God. So, hobby number two, staying in shape, physical hobby, helps you being healthy, helps you relieve stress, relieve anxiety, helps you stop overthinking. And also, it helps you build social connections because when you go to the gym or when you play sports, you actually meet new people, new friends. You can have like a new partner to go to the gym every day. If you're part of a group of yoga or sports or anything, every time you see them, you're actually building a connection with them. So this helps you building social connections. That's hobby number two. Hobby number three is building knowledge and improving your mindset. Building knowledge and improving your mindset can help your brain so much. It enhances your cognitive abilities, your thinking, and also it improves your emotional intelligence. When I say building knowledge, it's really different from improving your mindset. Building knowledge is really being more intelligent. You can do that by reading, by taking online courses, by learning a new language, by listening to podcasts, because we need to take advantage of this free time we have. Every day we just work, we go to school, we go to the gym, we come back home, we eat, we study, and we sleep. But for sure, throughout your week, there is this free time that you're not using it correctly. Use this free time to improve your knowledge and your mindset. Now, improving your mindset is changing yourself mentally, becoming a better person mentally. Start to have a better mindset in everything you do, whether it's working out, whether it's at school or at work or in life in general. And this you can do it by getting online coaches or listening to podcasts. The number one podcast that I recommend you guys is called The Mindset Mentor. He really gives good advices on how to improve your mindset. He also talks about like how to build your business, how to be a better coach. But this is really a good podcast if you actually want to improve your mindset. So building your knowledge and improving your mindset improves your cognitive abilities. You grow emotionally and mentally. And the more you learn, the more you improve your knowledge and your mindset, the more it's going to benefit you in the future. You're going to be a person with a lot of knowledge. You're going to be a person with a lot of experience. So, this is hobby number three. Hobby number four is you need to find your creative outlet hobby. Now, a creative outlet is a self expression of showing your skills, showing the world what you're good at, because it provides you a sense of accomplishment. God created every single person differently. Everyone has their own talent, everyone is unique, everyone has their own life. You just need to find out what's your creative outlet. What are you good at? It can be anything. Maybe you like to paint, you like to draw, you like to write, you like to make music, you like video editing, you like social media, you like to sing. It can be any creative outlet you want. But this creative outlet, you need to do it to show the world what you're good at. It's a self expression hobby, and it's in the term creative outlet. Everyone is creative, and everyone has their own outlet. Everyone has their own talent. So you need to be creative with your life to actually start doing something you're really good at. Because the benefits that this creative outlet gives you are you have a better mental health, you improve your problem solving skills, but the most important one, it's just a personal fulfillment. You need to do it on the side. Besides work, besides school, you need to find your creative outlet. And this goes with the last hobby. Hobby number 5 is money making hobby. We need to transform our financial situation and open up new opportunities for personal and professional growth. So this creative outlet can actually make you money. For example, if you like trading, if you like to paint, if you like making music, if you like video editing, you can actually make money off that. You can make money off anything. If you like investing, if you like blogging, writing articles, you need to find a way to mix your creative outlet with making money, because the benefits that making money gives you is financial independence. You can work a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, but are you going to be fulfilled with what you do? Are you going to be set for the future? You develop your skills when making money. And also, it's just an entrepreneurial experience. You learn how to become your own CEO. You learn how to create your own business. So number 4 and number 5 goes along somehow, because a creative outlet can make you money. But if your creative outlet is different than making money, it's also good, because that means you're making money by, I don't know, maybe trading or investing, but also it means that you have a creative outlet. You're doing something on the side to influence people. A creative outlet is also something you can do on the side to have an impact on the people around you. So I see my podcast, this podcast, The Faithful Path, as a creative outlet. I'm not doing this podcast to make money. I'm doing this podcast because I'm being creative with it, and it's also to impact the people around me. I also have a page that I do some video editing. I went on a couple of trips, I took some videos and photos, I put them in a single video, and I posted it. My page is right here. It's called MZ Maker. Go drop a like and a follow if you're interested. So a creative outlet, I showed you guys, it can be anything you want. Just take a moment and reflect on what you're good at. What do you like to do in life? You for sure have at least one thing. It can be anything in the world, but implement this thing into your creative outlet hobby. Transform this interest into a hobby that you do it regularly on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis. And number 5 was money making hobby. You can either make money with your creative outlet or have another hobby that only makes you money on the side. So guys, remember the 5 hobbies to change your life. First one is connecting with God. This hobby needs to be on a daily basis. You need to be connecting with God every single day. Number 2 is staying in shape, or a physical hobby. This one, you can do it every day or at least weekly, at least. So 3 to 4 times a week, you either exercise, you nurture your mind, you keep your mind, your body, and soul healthy. Number 3, I recommend you guys to do it every day or else on a weekly basis. Build knowledge and improve your mindset hobby. And number four can either be on a weekly or a monthly basis. Something you're creative at, something you're skilled, you're good at. A creative outlet hobby. And finally, the last hobby, you need to find your money making hobby. And trust me, guys, if you develop and you create these hobbies and implement them in your daily routines, in your weekly or your monthly, your life will change in months. You will become a better person and you will feel so good about yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, follow, and share. And I'll see you next week on the Faithful Path. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.